Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we are taking another look at TeddySwap. We've got the link tree up with all of the links that we need to start investigating and reporting on this latest craze of a project. As we talked about on the subcritical space on Friday, they used a really cool and effective marketing technique to get people in a frenzy. It worked, very successful. Kudos to them. Let's start taking a look at these development updates as we prepare for the first full development update on Monday as they report from their Twitter. So let's take a look. First development update was posted on December 31st, 2022. So we're early, right? Following the release of our light paper yesterday, we are excited to present our first development update. TeddySwap is an open source decentralized exchange protocol on Cardano. And notice that in that string there, they didn't put only for stables or stable swap. Introduction. Yesterday, we launched our light paper where we explained that TeddySwap is a decentralized exchange focusing on stablecoins. TeddySwap is an automated market maker or AMM exchange built by developers of Cardano Foundation and Plutus, a Plutus framework built for writing efficient smart contracts on Cardano. So these people are tool builders. They've supported the foundation. IOHK, I believe, is the company, is the profit arm, and the Cardano Foundation is the nonprofit arm. So they typically will create frameworks to be able to build or support the Cardano blockchain. So these people that are involved in this project should be legitimate once we take a look at them. So let's keep moving. As we explained in the light paper, we are currently focusing on deploying our V1 DEX, which is based on a Spectrum Labs protocol. Launching this DEX on mainnet will display our ability to deliver, maintain, and improve a secure swapping protocol with a friendly user experience. Following launching V1 on mainnet, we will deploy V2, which uses concepts from Curve Finance called the stable swap invariant, which should lead to less slippage and impermanent loss. Very interesting. Seems like everyone's really going after this impermanent loss thing. More information on the stable swap math can be found in our documentation here. And we're not going to dive into the math just yet anyways. Technical progress. Up to this point, our progress includes initial analysis of Spectrum contract and off-chain code Batcher, tested Spectrum Batcher bot, which includes compiling and running the Haskell code base, wrote the base code for transaction building for create order and swap operations, developed the first front-end pages of the dApp. There is more work to be done, but the community can start to get a feel for the dApp here. And they've got like a link here. What's this link to? Let's see. Oh, it's down. Okay. Well, it's down right now. WHIP. CLI, command line interface demo for creating orders. Two wallets creating random orders and batchers matching the order using a dummy contract. We are in the midst of recording our first demo, which we've got a video on. Make sure you follow the channel with command line interface to display transactions properly being executed. The public testnet for V1 should be launched by late January. So there's been an update to the public testnet for V1, I believe, 3 weeks from today. So we're looking at probably into February, mid-February. We are in the midst of recording our first demo with the command line interface to display transaction properly being executed. Okay, we read that part. Final remarks. Thank you to our community for your support thus far. We will reward our early supporters and contributors with airdrops following the token generation event. So they are saying that they have not done that yet in this first update. This will take place when the protocol launches on mainnet, which should be scheduled for Q1 2023. Awesome. So we got a hard, or not a hard, I'm never going to say anything's hard. It's a soft date for delivery, Q1 this year. They've been rolling quick, man. These guys, you can tell these guys are foundation people. They ain't messing around. Within the next weeks, we will continue to provide all details on our technical progress while we look to launch our public testnet and announce our first strategic partnerships. Interesting. All right, let's go to the next update here. Development update number 2, January 7th. Following the release of our light paper, we are excited to present our second development update. TeddySwap is an open source decentralized exchange protocol on Cardano. We've got an introduction here. Up to this point, we've launched our light paper. Our first update released a sneak peeks of our UI and began our first giveaways. Let's see if they got a sneak peek. Okay, so they did post this little sneak peek here. Looks like the UI changed just a tad bit, unless this is just the, yeah, it looks like it might be a little bit lighter now. So that's neat. And then they did a giveaway. Is this the giveaway that we were aware of? Drop your Cardano addresses below for a Christmas surprise. I don't know if we saw this one. We might have missed it, guys. This was way back. Kudos to the people. I want to say that I did drop my address in some of them. Maybe not this one. Probably not. Dang, why do we have to keep clicking through all these? How many replies is there going to be? Jeez Louise. Probably way too many. I'll just assume that we didn't get in on this one, so oh well. Technical progress. Oh, hold on, let me get this part. We are looking forward to the next weeks. The TeddySwap will release our first details of our tokenomics, continue our giveaways, and announce our first strategic partnerships. Cool. All right, technical progress. We are happy to report we've successfully completed first swap on the DEX UI. From here, we are rewriting those contracts in Plutus. The original Spectrum contracts are written in Plutarch. The liquidity pool smart contracts are almost complete, and we are now integrating the formula to check for deposits and withdrawals. Additionally, for the contracts, we further examine the implementation of the fees to be shared by liquidity providers. Oh, okay. Our other updates include work in progress, infrastructure setup in CI/CD and hosting for DEX user interface. Work in progress, infrastructure setup for CI/CD for hosting the backend API. Work in progress, establish how Spectrum Pool, swap, deposit, and redeem validators contracts interact in more detail and the mathematical calculations involved in each validator. Tweaking fee system at the contract level, setting up liquidity pool staking, spin up custom Cardano test network to speed up testing. And I think they've done that already. We saw that in the video, the demo video. For the front end, we added more detail to the swap experience and enhanced the overall feel of the site. Our progress can be seen here. Check that out. Yeah, I knew that they had changed things a little bit. That's very cool. Currently, the site is only optimized for desktop, so it doesn't look perfect on mobile. Good call out. We are working hard to release our public testnet as soon as possible, and we'll continue to update the community on our progress each week. Final remarks. Thank you to the community for all your support thus far. We will reward our earliest supporters and contributors with airdrops following the token generation event. This will take place when they kind of put that the other one too. Yeah, sweet. All right, final. The third development update that took place January 14th, not very long ago, maybe last week. Last week, I guess it's Saturday. Following the release of our tokenomics, we are excited to present our third development update. TeddySwap is an open source decentralized exchange protocol on Cardano. We are excited to release our third development update. Over the last few weeks, we have released our light paper, development updates, and started our first giveaways. This week, we released details of our tokenomics, where we explain our 85% public distribution, along with sharing the first bits of information about our fair initial stake offering, or FISO. and initial NFT offering. I'm interested in that. In the coming days, we will begin our FISO applications, which will be open for single stake pool operators, and soon after that release, the details on how delegators can begin participating. Technical progress. TeddySwap is an open source DEX focusing on stablecoins, and our progress and development activity can be tracked on GitHub. So they've got a GitHub with the code on it. Hopefully that won't be a problem, because people like to build bots and tools and front run and stuff like that. So hopefully they have a way to fight that off. Front end. For the front end, we have completed the swap, liquidity, and transaction histories section. Our progress can be seen here. Next, we are working on the yield farming section. Currently, this site is only optimized for desktop, so it does not look perfect on mobile. UI functionality. Look at that. And our favorite project meld. All right, UI functionality. We have started work on integrating Spectrum UI functions with the TeddySwap front-end UI in presentation for the public testnet. Soon, we plan to release a full demo video using the TeddySwap UI. Got some back-end here. An initial version of the Explorer API is now deployed on the Cardano preview testnet in preparation for the public testnet. Additionally, continuous integrations and developments are now integrated for the service, which is based on the Spectrum Finance Explorer backend. All right, so they're not doing everything from scratch. They're using some other protocols work, so they're calling that out. While working on this, we encountered the following issues. I like this. I like when they tell us what's going wrong. The existing code base is querying for an ad hoc database table called report datum, which is not standard for DB sync. We are working towards depreciating the usage of this table. Certain HTTP endpoints seem to produce very slow database queries, causing the endpoints to time out and overall cause a poor user experience. We are working on optimizing the performance of the affected endpoints, so probably like stalling and lagging, stuff like that. They put the code here because I believe it's all open source. Having said that, we are happy to share that the backend API is now successfully running on the Demeter.run, a dApp hosting platform built by Transaction Pipe.io. The majority of the TeddySwap off-chain infrastructure will be hosted on Demeter.run to ensure we provide the highest standard performance and user experience to TeddySwap users. More information on using Demeter.run services will be announced soon. Contract V2. We are excited to announce that the stable swap invariant formula has been integrated into the pool contract and has now optimized on reduce on-chain computation. In particular, the pool contract now performs all the safety checks of the state machine contract, checks that the fee is paid to the liquidity providers and that the constant of the formula is equal to or greater than the constant before the swap takes place for swaps, and checks for the liquidity token to be minted, burned accordingly for liquidity deposits and withdrawals. So that's some security stuff there. Development update surprise. Shh, this is a low-key giveaway. Thank you for staying up to date on our development updates. To win this giveaway, the first transaction sent to this will win. Okay. When the protocol goes live, you only need to send the cost of the transaction fee. Please do not send additional tokens. Thanks again for keeping up to date with our development. I'm not going to do that because I'm sure somebody else did it already. Final remarks. That's why it's going to be a good idea to keep up with these development updates. Thank you to our community for all your support thus far. We will reward our early supporters and contributors with airdrops following the token generation event. This will take place when the protocol launches in mainnet, which is scheduled for Q1 2023. Within the next weeks, we will continue to provide all details on our technical progress, and as well as we look to announce the first collaborations, FISO, and more. So that is our third and final update for this video. Our next video is going to be just the single full development update that takes place on Monday, as the project states. And we'll see you then. Thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next TeddySwap video. Peace.